Okay, quick recap of trades. I've recorded this like third time. I got kids coming down here. I've got all kinds of other problems. Real fast. We talked this morning in our chat about sentiment, why does it matter, and everything else. And I thought about this all day while I was working because I didn't really trade much today. I made like two or three small trades this morning. Kind of broke even. Wasn't a big deal. I just had to go somewhere where I had no internet. I couldn't monitor the trade, so I just kind of said, forget it. We're not doing that today. Look right here. Right here. Look at that. Here's a daily. See that right there? That candle. Not this one. This one. This candle, this is what the candle looked like this morning when I got up. I'll show you what I mean. Look at this. Right here. Look at that. Sentiment. What's the sentiment for this? This is Euro USD. I like watching this guy every once in a while. He's pretty funny. He does reviews. Let's see here. Euro USD 33.67. It's going to go long. It has to go long. And so I've thought about this all day. Why sentiment matters. It's not an indicator. It's not a for sure. But it gives us a projected way of knowing what the banks have to do. They have to do this. I mean, think about it. All the retailers are going short right now, except for a few smart ones. But they're all going short, and they know that. And the banks need liquidity and stop losses, right? So they go what? They go long. They have to take it the other way. And they do it until sentiment kind of balances out. And then things change, okay? But that's not where we're at. We're at 33% long, 8% short. So they're going to go long, right? And let's see here. We woke up this morning. This had already happened. We were in this right here. It looked like a reaccumulation or something. I can't remember. If you zoom in, you can kind of see a creek and everything else. And I got in here, and I got way up here. I got about 20 pips. And then I got busy. It came back. I broke even. Said, wait a minute, something's going on here. It came back down here. And that's kind of when I had to go for the day, right? But at the same time, look at this. It went up. Now, right here, from here to there, what's the difference here? That's 4 pips. I came within 4 pips of the top for the day, early this morning. So sentiment mattered. It was true. It went from here, down here, when it opened, and went all the way up here. It went 54 pips through the day. The problem is when we woke up, we missed this whole ride right here, from here all the way up. And so what do? We jump in right here with 4 pips to go, right? I mean, that's just on, what is it? 5 pips to the top, and it made a 50-pip move. 90% of the move was done by the time we got up this morning. Yeah, it came back down here. We could probably get 5 or 10 more pips, or what's this? If we held from here, we could have gotten 18 pips. That's great. That's great. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, when you wake up in the morning, a key that I've noticed is you don't want to wake up and you look at the daily. When you're doing your analytics, right, you see the sentiment. You see, okay, it's probably going this direction. What you don't want to see is this. This is exactly what it looked like this morning. And I don't know why I wasn't thinking about it. It only went from, now it's come back down, but it was like right here. It was 90% done for the day by the time we got up, and yet I still tried to go long, going with sentiment, and obviously the daily chart was saying long, and I guess it could have made a huge one like this, that's right. But better yet, I want to find something like this. You see that wick right here? That wick tells me that through the night it came down, and it's receded up, and now at some point down here, it bottomed out, it found some accumulation, some support, and now it's gone up, and now it's starting to make its way early this morning during the U.S. Session, and it's probably going to go up a little bit. In other words, I could probably get a few more pips rather than go, oh, it's 90% done. Not that we knew that, but I'm just saying, if you just look at averages like that, even that, most of the moves already taken place. And guess what? Sentiment is right. Sentiment was correct. So We just failed to get it all by the time we got up. I got up at 7. I slept in this morning about 7 o'clock. So, anyway, not much on our overnight trades with the bot. GBP USD. I noticed this. Well, let's look at this real fast, just quickly. Let me back out here. Going back over here. Right? This is where we saw it this morning, right? Came here, dropped down. By the way, look at this line here. Look where it hit. Boom. Look at that. That's a institutional candle. Is that an institutional candle? I can't. Around here. Drops down, pushes down, and then shoots straight up. And then from there, it kind of dances around. So there's one. Look at this right here. Let's move this line up to here. Here maybe. I don't know. If you go up in here, if you go to there, the base right there, is that an institutional candle? Looks like one. So, in other words, I was listening to a guy trading today on YouTube while I was driving, and he's talking about support and resistance, and I don't mind that, but why is it support and why is it resistance? It's because it's hitting liquidity. It went down to the point that it was able to gain enough opportunities in order to shoot back up. And by the way, it's hitting liquidity. Look at this right here. Let me insert this. It hit liquidity right here when it did that move next. Shot straight up. It found enough liquidity right here to shoot straight up. That's how you know, wow, we found some liquidity. Why? Because it got away really fast, and it did not return. Why? Because this is safe money right now. Now it's safe money. We got away. We come back down here. We dance around. Probably do a quick distribution into accumulation. Go straight up, and now here we go. So the two things I noticed today were on the daily. Sentiment is what the banks have to do, okay, and probably will do. The daily is what have they done. It's what they have done. So we can look at it and say, wow, 90% of the move's already done, more than likely, or even 50%. So am I going to jump into this trade to get what? It's already moved 25 pips, maybe 25 more pips. Okay, I guess so. But or if it looks like 3/4 of the move is already done, were you going to jump in for 10 pips? Really? Okay. The other thing here is that liquidity, generally, once they hit liquidity, they get away from it really fast. That people say, well, that's support. Why is it support? Because it actually is lined up with something back here. So we need to start looking. And so especially if we know that the sentiment is going along, right? So it's going to come down, come down, come down. We need to start looking backwards here and go, where is the institutional candle? Where is it? Or where is the imbalance? Where's it at? Where would it go and bounce to? And so we can start marking them out here, here, here. Once it hits that and it bounces off of it and it starts getting away, you jump in, let's roll. Because, that thing is you can tell it found some liquidity. Either way, those are some of the things I noticed this morning.